Good morning, everyone. We continue here in the KITZUR HILCHOS SHABBOS. We're now in the laws of Lisha, which is kneading dough, kneading two objects together, a liquid and a solid. And we'll see over here, Mine Iruv, the different types of mixing things together. Yesh Daled Eifanim, Shainim Shal Iruv, Machalim. There are four different ways that you can mix food together. Perhaps we might only see two of them today. Let's see how it goes. Belila Ava, number one, a thick mixture. Belila Ava, Hainu Eruv Eichlin Imashkim. A thick mixture is when you mix food together with liquid, until it becomes one entity. Pas, just like the dough of bread. It's as its name states. Shu av ktsas, it's a bit thick. It's so thick that you cannot pour it from one vessel to another, kamashkim, like a liquid. It's too thick to pour out of the mixing bowl into another one. You'd have to remove it with your hands. And when the Torah speaks about the prohibition of lisha, of mixing two entities together, the solid and the liquid, it's referring to this. Ukvar kesavnu sheyesh moisifim. There, we already mentioned that we add on to this. V'gam mechayovim kvar mishas nesinas hamashkim. There are those who say that from the time that you already pour the liquid into this food product, that already is transgressing the prohibition of lisha, of kneading. Bebelila kezu, af ashanayla gvalim yachid. Even though you did not knead them together as one, nevertheless you already are in the process of combining the liquid and the solid, and that already is an issue. Nevertheless, they still, these halachic authorities admit, shegam al etzem alisha mischayovim, the real chiyuv, the real obligation you have is when you're actually kneading it all together, mixing it together. For example, let's say you already put the liquid into this bowl on Erev Shabbos, on Friday afternoon. If you mix it now together on Shabbos, that is the prohibition of lash, of mixing things up. Belila racha. Now you have something that is called a much more subtle type of mixing. Hainu iruv eichlin yamashkim ba'ofen she'ataruvais lo ti'ava kol kach. When you mix a liquid and a solid together, where it's not so thick, and you don't have to mix it the way that you do when it comes to making dough for your bread. Rather, you mix them together. The way that they got mixed together is because there's an ample amount of liquid that is in there. And it's easy to transfer it through a spoon, or even if you want to pour it from one vessel to the other. Its name is as it is. It's so like soft, so to speak. You can actually pour it from one vessel to another. This is what we call a batter. So, for example, there's a big difference between kneading dough for bread, which is one thick entity, and there's a difference between making a batter for like a cake, which is much more liquidy, and you can pour it from one place to the other. The truth of the matter is, he writes that this is not an Issa D'Oraisa, because it's not the same as making a dough for bread. It's only prohibited rabbinically. On one hand, it's much easier to make such a mixture of this much thinned out mixture than the thick one of dough. But this is only midrabanan, it's only rabbinical. On one hand, it's a kula, there's a leniency because it's rabbinical of nature. On the other hand, there's a certain chumrah, there's a stringency. kvar mishas nesilas hamashkim. However, everybody agrees that from the moment that you pour the liquid in to this batter that you're going to make, you already have begun the prohibition. Even before they're mixed together, because since that's the nature of this, is that it's liquidy, so the initial liquid that comes in already is a problem. On the other hand, as we mentioned, when it comes to the thicker batter, the dough that we spoke about just previously, there it's a machlekes, there it's an argument, and it's a difference of opinions of whether or not you transgress from the minute that you pour the liquid in, or until you actually make the dough itself. So therefore, there is a bit of a stringency over here, says the KITZUR HILCHOS Shabbos. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Yom Tov, and we'll see you, Mitzvah Hashem, on Friday. All the best.